Liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? So today we're going to take a look at Wink, symbol WIN or WIN. And before we do that, let's just take a look at the general markets. What's going on with Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. So right now, Bitcoin 58.8K. Doing all right, staying around that price range. East well above 2K actually. It's actually 2.1 now when I'm recording this. And then you can see the rest of the top 10 so far. Seems like everything's fairly steady, nothing crazy. And now let's go hop over to the search. Let's look up Wink. So I'll just type in WINK. And the one we're going to look at is the one with the win as the symbol. All right, so here we are. So Wink current price right now, 0.001788. Look at this percent gain recently. I mean, it's fairly high, 83+%. We're going to actually hop over to the charts in just a second to deep dive into it. And then also, if you have no idea what Wink is, I'll go check out their website, the whitepaper roadmap, and give you a quick summary on what they do. But currently, we are ranked 124, and the market cap is at $562 million. So, fairly large market cap already. Fully diluted is 1.7 bill. And the circulating supply is 313 billion. And right now, let's just go ahead and look at this overview chart, and then I'll hop over to trading view to see more detail. But I mean, just look at this. Look at this beautiful. Just goes literally straight up. So that's a crazy spike in price. But let me just show you really quick a little about like the simple version, but in general, it's a gaming platform pretty much. So I'll show you the site. So it'll make so much sense once you see the site. But they have the, I'd say, more technical definition, which is a gaming platform for users to play, socialize, and stake across multiple blockchain ecosystems that leverages the WIN token as their native digital asset within the platform. Now, there's some more stuff regarding the token and, details like that, but for the most part, that's just like a quick, super short summary. Now, this is the markets it's on currently too. In case you are unfamiliar, like how to find what exchanges cryptocurrencies are trading, because some of them are like on some random websites that nobody knows exist. So all you need to do is to go and click on markets, and pretty much you can see all the exchanges. So Binance is fairly liquid. There's a bunch of volume. I mean, look at this volume right here. So you should be fine, I'd say, in terms of trading this. It's fairly popular, it seems like, and it's on major exchanges already. So in terms of liquidity, I mean, it should be easily tradable. But other cryptocurrencies, not so much, which I'll talk about in future videos. But let's just hop over to the actual charts. And just remember before I continue that this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do your research before making any investments. But here we are. Here is the chart right now. I am on the 1 hour time frame. I'm using Binance and Tether US for the pairing. And I mean, just look at this chart. Just completely go crazy from pretty much, let's just start us off. Let's see this gain right now. So I have this low point right here. And it seems like for the most part, if you would have got in pretty much the end of March. So literally, what is this? Like not even a week or so. And it's already went insane. And then obviously it keeps going back here. So let's just zoom out here. Let's start way back pretty much. I'd say way back, but the half of March pretty much. And let's go with this price point here. And then let's go and see what this percent gain is from the high. So I'll have to move I'm probably gonna have to shrink this because it's hard to see with the all that stuff on the top. So let's shrink this over here, and let's try to remeasure this. So I'll just go from this low point. Let's go back here, increase that, and at that high point, at least the most recent high, we're looking at 800+% gain. That's absolutely insane. Obviously, there's other cryptocurrencies I already made on my channel that have way higher gains than that, but for the most part, I mean, that's a super crazy gain. Like, you're not going to see that in the stock market very often, right? And now let's just go ahead and see what's happening. So just looking at the general chart, I mean, it's basically been trending upwards. So pretty much we initially started following the 50 MA for the most part. So, we're hovering pretty much on the 50 MA for the past few days. Then all of a sudden, spikes up in price, consolidates for a bit sideways, and then absolutely insane surge, consolidates again, and does it one more time here. So at least right now, currently, it seems like we're just consolidating right here, and we're probably gonna be trading sideways for a bit. I mean, we already made, all-time highs, so don't expect it to continue going. I mean, we could see it continue to increase, at least with this current market cap. We're already, 500 mil? So if this were to just 2x, I mean, we're already at a bill, and then so forth and so on. So after that, 2x, 3, 4, 5x. I mean, we're in the multi-billions then. So is that possible? I mean, seeing how these cryptocurrencies spike up in price, who knows? But do I think it's going to happen right now? At least currently, based off this chart, it seems like people are selling off. So we'll have to see some more green candlesticks before we get a better confirmation on that. Now let's just see what could potentially happen right now, short term. I mean, at least if this were to continue to downtrend, there's really no support like saving it, right? So I mean, we do have some support around this area, and then obviously if we were to bounce off the 50 MA, we could use that as support too. So technically, there is still some room for this to continue to drop, assuming that this sell-off starts to continue. I mean, just looking at the RSI, it's basically indicating that it's heavily overbought, and I mean, we could see that's forming lower high, so essentially is high point here, and now we have this high right there, which essentially is lower, so it could indicate that it's potentially on its way trending downwards. But also, I mean, this is a crypto space, and this is also the 1 hour time frame. So like if you were to zoom this out even to the 4 hour, then we have a completely different look on that. So at least short term, it seems like I think it could continue to sell off. Maybe after I record this and then, we see some more buy volume in and we see some green candlesticks, then yeah, we could see this reverse and continue trending upwards, which it technically could. It could bounce back, and then once the 50 MA, if it were to touch that area, it could start to continue and then touch these highs again. So if that were the case, I mean, let's just say hypothetically, this were to drop and then we touch 50 MA, we're looking at maybe anywhere from 20 to 40+% potential drop, assuming that it were to fall down these levels. And then if it were to bounce back up, I mean, we could see this touch again. And that gain, it would basically be 20, almost 25. And then if it breaks out of that high point, which was like the like 0.00222 pretty much, then we could see this surge even farther. But for the most part, the buy volume, the sell volume, it's almost equal in terms of it. I mean, there's a lot more buy volume, obviously, but in terms of the amount of volume being traded, it seems like it's fairly equal versus over here. You can see that's much lower compared to these volumes over here. So at least right now, looking at this price point, it is very short term. So we'll have to wait and see if this were to continue trending downwards, bounce off the 50 MA, and then continue upwards. That would be a good sign that we're trending upwards again. But at least today, we do have some red candlesticks. So I could see this slowly dipping below for a bit. And then maybe we'll see this test the support levels or maybe form some new support. We'll have to wait and see. But again, this is super, super short term, right? Like literally like a month-ish, give or take, or not even a month, like a week plus. We still have a time frame. So if you like this company and you think of it long term, then it really doesn't matter what's happening right now. And then short term, I mean, this could consolidate for a bit, trade sideways, break out again past the all-time high, or we could see this drop below, form some new support levels. But for the most part, this literally happened, guys, in just a few days. So technically, we'll like to see what happens in the next few weeks and then even the next few months. Because right now, I mean, there's so much room for growth, and it's not even summer yet. So we still got a lot of time till the summer, and then obviously Q4 when cryptos usually take off, then we could see what happens. But at least today, it seems like people are selling, taking some profit. So definitely be on the lookout. Look at this, which looks like a green candlestick is forming, but for the most part, this is just like a quick look at the chart and the current price. So it'll be interesting to see what this does in the next few weeks. I'll make an update video by then, so definitely subscribe. But now let's hop over to their website, see what Wink's about, because that's something that people definitely should know. And here, this is their website, and basically, like I said earlier, it's a gaming website pretty much. And I mean, this, if you ever use like maybe like a casino website or something similar to that nature, then they look fairly similar in terms of the design. I personally never played these games on my computer, so I can't like comment on the user experience and how this compares to, regular, gaming websites. So feel free, if you have played games before or used gaming websites like this, but just for like USD, fiat, then definitely comment down below your thoughts and how this compares to them. And you can just see here just some of the choices and whatnot. And then basically like here's like a dice game. And then you can see once it loads up, got a little chat. You can, pretty much, it's interactive. And then obviously you can see some stats here. The amount you can bet, win, etc. And then obviously we got additional stuff, so more options here, and then additional things here as well. So this is just like the UI and how things work. Now let's actually check out the roadmap. Now this is actually for just Q1, so technically it should have already passed. And this was just showing you like some of the stuff they have. Now I couldn't find like a Q2 roadmap anywhere. Maybe if they have one, feel free to link it below. But for the most part, it seems like they're just updating design and responsiveness of their sites, which is that's just basic design stuff like user interface, things of that nature. So it's nothing crazy, I'd say, compared to like the actual technology and their business. But here they got some, obviously launching the new games, finishing up growth, and then also launching tournaments, etc. NFTs. We got some details on NFTs project launches here, and they also have this thing called Blink, which is similar to launching UIs here, and then obviously new DApp games and additional details here. So again, this was Q1, so technically if they were to show Q2, Q3, Q4, then that'd be much better. I couldn't find that. All I did was go to the website, scroll to the bottom, and just clicked on roadmap, and that's the one that showed up so far. So hopefully they could update this, and just note in terms of like what they're about, you can see that they're registered here as well. So that's definitely something people should look into, is location too of a company, because certain people, certain areas, maybe there's certain rules regarding their business that could affect you in the future if you did not notice that stuff. But here is the white paper, and I mean it's fairly simple, nothing fancy, but I just scroll down to the bottom because it talks more about like technical stuff, and like most people don't care about that, at least unless they want a deep dive, which I definitely recommend you go through and read every single thing in here and fully understand this if you were even considering investing. Because if you don't, then you're pretty much just blindly investing at that point. But here, this talks more about like how it works. So like for developers, it provides a set of tools so they can actually focus on creating the dApps, so decentralized applications. So if you're not into that, then obviously you wouldn't care for this information. But if you are planning on developing your own dApps, then you can look into here. But regarding the community, so for instance, the players, the community of dApp players, they'll benefit as a whole because as they join the platform on its odyssey towards becoming the world's leading blockchain gaming platform, and also the more the user plays, the more tokens will be able to mine, and aka the users will be able to show their loyalty to specific dApps on the platform and to mine tokens bound to the individual dApps. Now here for the actual win hodlers, or holding on for dear life basically, the token holders for Win, they are the core of the Wink gaming platform. So for every dApp hosted on the gaming platform, it will share a portion of its winnings with the Win token holders through the Win drop. And then the Win drop will take place every day and incentivize ecosystem participants with Tron or TRX. And then the amount of TRX distributed to each user will be proportional to the amount of Win power they hold. So participants receive Win power for staking their Win tokens, and then this mechanism will aggregate more activity on the platform and continue to increase the value of Win. So they'll have more details regarding that, but definitely I would say go through here, check this out, and actually understand like what is going on. If you think this is legit, or do you think this is some hype stuff and they're just overhyping it with blockchain, all that, definitely I'd say consider all that thing, and then check out regulations, things of that nature. And here is showing like a previous tournament poker cup with some well-known people, founder of Litecoin, Justin Soon, founder of Binance, and then also this is with hosted with Tron Bets, which they showcase more details above in the white paper. And this is just showing like older roadmap stuff too. So feel free to check this stuff out, especially the strengths and the weaknesses. And then let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and also your price predictions. Feel free to comment down below down too. And aside from that, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. And if you made this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then be sure to click the first link in the description below. Sign up for the accounts, and as long as you deposit $100 minimum or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $1,850. And this is a limited offer, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last. So be sure to click the link below if you guys want to get 2 free stocks before it ends. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next one.